Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the Between the Bellz podcast, the podcast that's in your corner. You know, you're between the Bellz. You got your fight going right now, and you're winning that fight. And we are the podcast that's just going to encourage you to keep fighting and help you with those
setbacks.
Not even setbacks, but those techniques, how to overcome setbacks. But those techniques, like how are you going to fight your fight better? Because once you're born, that first bell goes, and we all know when that last bell is. So if you haven't heard that last bell, you're still fighting. And with me, my two favorite people, we got Coach Joe Vargas right there, and we got Coach Magz over there.
Do you ever really hear the bell, though, because you're dead?
No one knows.
Okay.
No one knows. If I was God, I would do that. I would make everybody go, wait, what was that? Right before they died, but not be able to tell anybody.
Where am I?
Yeah, like anybody else hear that? Like how people start smelling waffles when they're having a stroke.
What, for real?
French toast or waffles or something like that.
From?
I don't know the internet.
I like French toast.
I want to get more strokes.
Yeah. I was like, I had an incest, as Coach calls them.
Whoa.
I get 5 of them every time I go get incense. I get 5 of them. They're like they're insects.
Whoa, no.
I know. And they're waffle flavored or scented.
That don't smell like waffles.
So
this one don't.
So you're chasing the strokes.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's no that's why. I would understand the pain of your brain not having any oxygen. That probably sucks.
So you enjoy waffles?
I love waffles. I'm a waffle guy. Which waffles or pancakes?
I'm a tortilla guy.
That's not till lunch.
I don't do waffles, dog, or pancakes.
You tortilla? Well, no, tortillas are they're wrapped in the breakfast. You know, they're wrapped. They got all like why tortillas? Oh no, you can't. You can't replace. I'm gonna put my foot down on this one.
Tortilla is like a pancake, and you put the butter, and that's the honey.
Wait, and then just that?
That's it.
There's no. It's not wrapped around anything.
What kind of tortilla are you imagining?
Yeah.
Like a tortilla that's wrapped around that's used
like
to hold the burrito.
Like a flour tortilla.
Yeah, flour definitely. I don't like corn.
What?
Yeah.
You never had the ones from Gabriel's, homie?
From where?
Those are the best. Gabriel's, 25th and Imperial.
Shout out! You owe us money now. She gave
in front of the police department.
If it was just the name, I would have let it slide. But she gave like an exact location. So
it's just fire. Those shits are good.
I'm still learning how to eat Mexican food. Like I'm just a burrito guy. Sabroso, I have those a lot.
No, you gotta go to like somebody's house, bro.
I go. So since we're shouting out like establishments, Ortiz right down the street.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I like them. Whenever I call them, I'll get carne asada fries.
I was about to say the same shit. They're literally across the street.
Yeah, I call
across
them.
the street.
Lazy
I don't call them to deliver it to me. I call them so it's ready when I go get it.
You don't want to wait an extra 2 minutes?
No.
Do you make your own deliveries?
You could have met the girl of your dreams waiting right there, dog, but you fucking...
Dang. On the way there, walking her dog. She has a golden retriever, bro.
Why would you do that?
And a beautiful personality.
Right, no.
And the golden retriever's wearing a bandana, dog.
Why?
And it's navy blue.
With the Star Wars shirt.
Why are you just describing horrible shit? Like, honestly, like, whenever a woman...
Oh, I forgot you don't like dogs.
No, you didn't forget.
No, I legitimately did.
So you just threw all that up just thinking that I would find that attractive.
No, yeah, absolutely.
I don't like dog owners.
Then I'm out, dog.
No, I mean, no, like I said, 90%. You're in the 10% good.
What if she's in the 10%?
There's no such thing. I like if you're like if she's
you
out.
know how many bitches you're like fucking just.
One, I don't know, bitches. I don't call ladies bitches.
Whatever. I'm one, so I can do it.
No, I've decided to deal with that. Like I just can't deal with like dog owners drive me crazy. They're just. I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I can say when the podcast isn't recording because I know a lot of listeners are just gonna be like,
"What about horse owners?"
That's a tax bracket. That's a whole other tax bracket.
You want another tax bracket, dog?
You how many horses you own?
Many.
4? Oh, I saw one where it was dancing.
Yeah.
That was dope. I did see that. Okay. Well, why would you do that? I'm not horse owners are great.
Thank you.
You guys have horses and you probably a stable.
A dog can't ride you anywhere.
A dog can't do. Dogs aren't. They're the modern day calculator watch. Like, you ever see somebody with a calculator watch?
Wait a minute. Isn't Raquel like, you guys are best friends?
Why? Like I said, it's the 10% of dog owners. Like, she has a dog, and BB.
Yeah, he's cool. My bad, she.
Yeah, and I always say, hey, what's up to BB? Like, BB.
So you like BB?
Yes,
so
that.
You sure you like BB?
I respect.
Hey, Raquel, I don't know.
I respect BB because it's Raquel's dog.
It's not just because we're on the podcast.
No, no. And this is what it was. Okay, so we're gonna go back to when I started just saying, you know what, fuck dogs. Okay, seriously, because it happened like 2 things in 1 week. One, I walked into the bagel place to get some coffee one morning. That means
call it order, or did you pick it up?
No, I don't know their phone number. And it's just go over there. I give them my cup. They put coffee in it. They give it back. I give them the money. I'm out. Okay, and I walk in, and this giant Rottweiler barks at me. Okay, I have been awake for 15 minutes. I don't feel like this shit. All right, so it's just and just it's a big Rottweiler. It's a respectable sized dog.
Did it bark once only or twice? Did it bark
just like call it once. Yeah. And then its owner like made sure that it was like, oh yeah. And then the owner looked at me and goes, oh, you startled him. And I was like, oh, you bitch. It's no, I didn't.
What happened to calling me? I don't call me. Okay.
I was trying to save face because I'm not looking the best. I'm not looking my best right now, being anti-dog in San Diego. So then the lady was like, "Oh, you startled him," and I was like, in my head, I'm like, "Oh, I startled your dog by walking into a food establishment. That's what happened. That's what happened." But I didn't. All I told her, I just looked at her and said, "I haven't had coffee yet," because it was like the dog really didn't throw me off. I mean, it was a big dog. It barked. I didn't jump. I'm just like,
they are kind of scary.
That's what happens. But when she said that, when she blamed me for getting yelled at by her dog, and that's how I see it. When these stupid dogs start yelling at me, what the little ones, that I could just pick up.
They know that you don't like him.
I don't care.
That's why.
I know a lot of people. I can see people who don't know me, don't like me, and you know what I do? I keep it pushing.
Okay, have you ever tried to you know what? Maybe I'm gonna give it a try and just chill yourself out and then say what's up to a dog. It might change.
And then this is the second thing. So that's the first thing that happened. This is the second thing that happened. I was getting coffee again at another spot.
I think your problem is drinking coffee. I think that's what it is.
It's not, no. So I have friends there, and they're like, "Hey, Adam," and I'm like, "Hey, guys, what's going on?" But I didn't say hi to one of their dogs. Okay. And then the person who owns the dog goes, "Hey," and I look over and go, "What?" And then they point to the dog. They just, "You're not gonna address my dog?" And I was like, "Fuck dogs!" Like
not
now,
the dogs, though, it's the owner.
Yeah, that's the owner.
But to me, it's like one of the same. It's like you ever have like this is, since I'm already like the bad guy on this episode of this podcast. Hey everybody,
you just happen to hate fucking dogs.
Yeah,
you're a great guy.
Yeah, you're
right.
You know how like some people like I don't like kids.
Yeah.
That's how I am about dogs.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't, but I treat every dog the same until it acts like a maniac that its owner allows it to be. That's and I treat them with respect.
Kind of like kids.
When they run into the street, I swerve. I don't try to hit them. I do wish like every time I see that little useless stuffed animal with the heartbeat being walked, or pushed around in a stroller.
The stroller things. Oh, yeah, I know.
I look into the sky and I'm like, oh, this got to be a hawk that could just come swoop this thing up.
I got a little dog.
And take. You got little dogs?
Yeah.
I always put
one.
Okay, but the other one's big.
Yeah,
because you got 2 dogs, right?
3.
Oh, you got 3?
Yeah, technically, I guess my dad's one of them is his.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and it's fine. It's just like you posted that your mom or your grandma or somebody had a dog.
My aunt.
Your aunt. Did you find a home for it?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad because I was like, hey, you should reach out. Maybe a dog is the thing for you. I thought that to me. Then I ain't talked to that voice since I said that to me. You ever try and get yourself to do something that you don't like doing just to see if you're different?
No.
Yeah, that's stupid. I don't like doing that. So anyway, hey everybody, welcome to Adam Gets Better. A little bit, but not that much because dogs suck. They just do. Like, you guys completely, not you guys. You were fine. I appreciate it. Pounded boy. This is my guy right here. But you over there with just the dog and the women. My whole vibe. We're gonna start the episode over.
Hell no. I'm out.
Nah, I know. So, but let's get to it. Let's get to it. I want to tell everybody that I'm super proud of myself because you guys know what I've done. I've done a few things since the last episode of this podcast. I watched the Taylor Pro Grace fight. Okay, I was really, I could understand Taylor as a good fighter by watching that fight. Yeah. He's, I really did. And then I thought to watch the Hot Cheeto movie. Yeah. But I was like, I'm not interested. So I was like,
wow.
I'm just, it's not.
I watch Malcolm X and I watch a lot of black movies.
That's not
Friday.
That's not.
And I don't relate to it, but I watch it because my peeps is black.
It's not. It had
and
nothing.
You can't watch Hot Cheetos because it didn't interest you.
But it did not interest me because it's Mexican. It's just I don't even eat Hot Cheetos.
I don't either.
Oh well, then you had another reason to watch it. I was just like, I'm just not interested in watching this. Most of the movies I watch there are guns involved or
there's some guns involved.
Yeah, no, it's a whole different thing. That's not Star Wars. And plus, they have the guns because they go pew pew and they're lasers. But still, it's not like I haven't seen a Star Wars since.
Do they die in Star Wars or no?
It's weird. They die in a weird way.
I just want you to know something.
What?
Coach here stopped and took pictures of fucking snails, and you can't watch a Hot Cheeto movie.
No. He started to take pictures of snails.
No, she was with me.
Oh, so you saw more snails?
Yeah.
Oh man.
She saw the track of snails.
I actually think that they get dehydrated in sand and die.
Yeah, because we saw a track.
Yeah, you gotta move them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they were dead already, dog.
Yeah,
they weren't moving no more, dog.
3 and then 5.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with it being Hispanic or Mexican or whatever. Are they Mexican in the movie?
You gotta watch it.
Don't worry about it, dog. Go ahead, next subject.
Oh my God, I don't like dogs. I don't like Mexican movies.
Wow.
There's
Just kidding.
a black guy in the movie, dog.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, it's a very significant role. Yeah.
Oh, how about this? I haven't even. You know what? You know what? You know how I made myself feel?
I watched fucking Snowfall because of you, bro.
Woo!
I watched Snow,
and that's like fucking like 13 seasons and shit.
That's time.
I didn't tell you to watch that. Lives. I told you that I didn't even like Snowfall.
But you were interested in it. I was interested because you were interested in it.
I was watching it because my boy said it was good, and then I watched it. I didn't even like it. I was like, this is like.
Oh yeah, you didn't like what it showed, yeah.
It was just it was bad acting. It was poor writing. It was uncreative story.
And you watched the whole season
because I told my boy, I was like, look, if I don't finish this, I'll give you $20. And I didn't feel like giving him $20. And plus, I just wanted to see how they wrapped it up, and it was just garbage.
Sucks, huh, then?
It was all of it.
I remember I called you all mad.
Yeah, no, well, you called me, and honestly, when you called me about it. And you were I was like, I'm not. Did I say anything bad about it? No. Yep. Because I was like, I wasn't gonna be that person who shits on stuff that other people like. And then, so we just talked about it. Okay. So I don't like dogs. I don't like movies about Mexicans. I didn't like Snowfall. What else can we give people about? No, I do like movies about Mexicans. I just don't. I don't want
one.
Yeah, I have.
American Me.
Once Upon a Time, Mexico.
That's not a Mexican movie, though.
Well, isn't that Brad Pitt in that? Yeah. Oh
no,
Lord,
it's Johnny Depp. It's a browned up. What's his name?
Have you seen Blood In, Blood Out?
Blood In, Blood Out. Nope.
Desperado. At least.
Yes, oh my God.
All right, cool.
Desperado, Selma Hayek. Woo.
So you don't want to see our Mexican men, but you want to see our Mexican women.
Wow.
Antonio Banderas was dope as hell in that movie.
He's not Mexican.
He's not.
No, he's Spanish.
He's Spanish. He's from Spain.
Mm-hmm.
They Oh, and I've also seen the prequels of that one.
Wait, before we go, I called Maggie. Oh no, I seen Maggie on yesterday, and I said, Maggie, you're the shit, man. She predicted the fight.
Oh yeah, quick, yeah. Okay, so let's get to that. Let's go to that right now. Maggie, we want it like Coach Joe does. We do give him the fights to pick. We do. We're like, hey, what's your pick? And he'll sell us and tell us. But he's been right twice. He's been wrong twice.
No. One that was right. He didn't get the decision.
Oh, okay. So he's been wrong twice. but every time you go over there, we're looking at 7-0 picks.
Do you want to be honest about something?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I picked Ryan to win during
Okay, so we got 5-2, 6-1.
I'm blemished.
We got. You picked Ryan?
Yeah. Well, I wanted him to win.
But who did you pick to win?
I'm pretty sure I picked. I don't know, cause I be saying some weird shit. I don't ever really actually pick people. I just think, you know what?
Because that's how.
Edge it out.
Because the way Coach always makes his pick, he'll go, "I want whatever to win."
But
I think so and so's gonna win. Did you do? I want Ryan, but I think Davis.
No, I thought he was gonna edge it out.
Yeah.
You thought Ryan was gonna edge it out?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 6-1 over there. We got 5-2 over here. We got a whole bunch of questions. I just sit and watch the fights. Like, wow,
But you know what? I lost. I lost. But on this one,
we're talking about the Berlanga Quigley fight.
Yeah. But I told Maggie right when the fight started, because I'm watching the fight and I'm like, oh, I fucked up. Not because of the fight, because I forgot Quigley fought at 160, and I was like, oh, he's too small for fucking Berlanga. Mm-hmm. He fought nice. He did what he could. He took him the distance. Yeah. But remember that.
But he fell 4 times going that distance.
Twice. 2 were not. They were bullshit knockdowns.
Okay.
But then he get knocked down twice.
Yeah.
But it showed you the dominance of the elite fighters. Demetrius Andrade. He stopped him. Broke his jaw.
Yeah, he broke his jaw.
And Berlanga couldn't do any of that.
Yeah.
It took him the distance, 12 rounds, and he. But it shows you what elite is, and up and coming. But hey, to his credit, Berlanga did good.
He did. He did real well. I don't think he was. It didn't. I only saw the highlights. They haven't released the full fight yet, but it didn't look like Berlanga was challenged.
No, but you know what? I think Berlanga goes through a lot of self-doubt. I really do. I genuinely think that he has a lot going on in his mind.
As a novice, student of the game, what does that mean? Like, he's got a lot of, when I was a kid growing up in Boston, Wade Boggs was the shit.
Yeah.
Okay. And, there was a time where, he just had a bad period, and one of the sportscasters was like, his personal life, he was going through a divorce, may affect him. And I remember thinking, the fuck does that got to do with the bat?
Yeah.
I'm 12.
That
was valid.
I'm a kid. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
And even now, I'll have the whole world on my shoulders and just being just like, but once I get in the gym and I'm working out, my head clears.
Yeah.
What does it mean when you're saying, like, I can tell a boxer is dealing with self-doubt?
Well, it's because we're talking about performance, though. So I'll take into account that he was at home, and I don't think he does well when he fights at home. Maybe he has in the past, but look, okay, I'll take it back to an interview that I saw with him. He was still with Top Rank, and he mentioned how he was boxing up until a certain point, and then his dad went to jail or prison. I don't know which one, and he took up baseball.
Okay.
And he loved it. And then his dad came back, and then he started boxing again. And I can tell when he was talking about that he was just maybe not all there with boxing. Maybe he loved baseball a little bit more. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think that in the back of his mind, there's always like that. Am I good enough? Or I don't know if I'm for this, or I should have done this. I don't know. I can't read his mind. But if you observe him when he's doing the interviews, so after the interview, after this fight, you're like, well, what do you rate that performance? Oh, I give it a C.
That's what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Like that after a win?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you could tell that it was all written all over his face. He wasn't.
He's not thrilled to do what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have any victory, like adrenaline, saying that was an A performance.
You gotta watch it.
Because a win is a win, but I think for him it's like, you got to knock that guy out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Demetrius knocked him out. You're going in there. That added pressure has a big effect on him too. Like trying to perform. The lights are on.
Now, I would like this to be our Between the Bell, be the first of the Between the Bell moments in this. As we're talking about, do something you're excited about. Do something
that fulfills you. Yeah.
And because that's where you're going to be so focused on, because truth be told, like, I'm excited about door dashing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really,
that's good.
Like,
I don't, dude.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I know that but one thing I've come to realize is that I see so many things, like this is one spot that I deliver to every now and then. I can take a selfie from another building. And it's like a perfect thing, and it's all set up. And I was like, oh, maybe today will be the day I get sent back to that building. Or like yesterday I saw a topiary, I think it's called, when you have like the shrubberies all shaped into, like it was like a giant rabbit. It reminded me of Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
So and I do a better job when I do it as opposed.
You find
to,
the joys in the nuances.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exactly. And in boxing, the same kind of thing is like, like I compare it to, because before I joined our gym, I went to 24-hour fitness, and that was such a grind.
As does everybody.
Yeah, it's like you got to go there, you got to lift this.
You got to maybe see if your shit's available because everybody's.
Or it's like, oh no, I'll just reschedule. I'll come back. It's not exciting.
Yeah.
But then you come, you go to the gym, you're boxing. It's exciting.
That's what you find exciting.
And so I think that it's hard to tell people who are living humdrum lives or stuck in ruts, which I just kind of climbed out of a rut on my own, to say, find something that excites you. Because we're not saying change your whole life, but there's always that little thing that you can add to your life, spice. Like, no, don't change the dish, change the spices.
You know what? I think this sport differs a lot in, okay, for example, right? Say you're really good at football and you get a full ride scholarship to fucking whatever university, D1, right? And, you're like, whatever, but, it still got you some education and you may go to the NFL. If not, you can fall back on your education. Can't really do that in boxing, bro. This is a brutal sport to fucking be like, oh, I'm good at it. I'm just going to see where, you know what I mean? You're in it. You're taking punches to the fucking face. You're just like, you gotta love doing this shit. You really do.
And that's what, and you have your stories, like Deontay Wilder's story is basically that. He's just he became a boxer. I want to make money. I want to take care of my family. But it became a passion for him. Yeah. You remind me of Nikola Jokic, the Denver Nuggets guy. Did you guys see his post-game? He won the championship. And they were like, what are you going to do? Are you excited? He's like, no, I just want to go home. He's like, are you looking forward to the parade? He's like, parade? When is the parade? Thursday? No, I want to go home. And then it was like, it was reminiscent of do you consider this season a failure that Giannis got asked? Yeah. So they told him, they were like, oh, man, you must be on cloud 9 or whatever. It's like, look, it's a job. It's what I do. Yeah. It's a job and stuff like that. I
don't think boxing is a sport. Like I don't.
No, I'm saying.
Maybe somebody can prove me wrong.
But there are boxers.
There are
who think that that's all they can do. Yeah. Or that's they don't have that extra. They don't have that excitement about it. They just show up and like, this is what I gotta do. Right. And I see it was Kyle. What's Kyle's last name? I always forget.
Irwin.
Kyle Irwin. That kid is a walking fucking light. Whenever you see him, he's just kind of lit up. He's excited. He's pleasant. It's just, and that's kind of how I want to. And what struck me is that that's how he is before workouts, not before fights. Yeah. Before workouts. Yeah. He stretches for like what does he do? A half hour, 20 minutes or a half hour?
He loves the grind, dude.
Yeah. And you have to do something, find something that you love getting ready to do, not just doing, but love getting ready to do.
Love every bit of it, And
that's it, because I mean that's going to be a fire so that you can enjoy the little parts of it more. The disappointing parts of it, you love it so much, like you're like, this is a little, this is the little boring part of it, but it's what I'm doing and I'm excited about it. Yeah, you
gotta embrace everything, man.
I think that's
to be successful, right? Let's put that in there.
To be successful, I think the success is implied.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not. I don't. What do you think?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It depends on what your what your goal is in doing this shit, right? If you just want to collect some checks, I've definitely seen some guys that go around everywhere being an opponent, just collecting checks, bro. So fucking, it depends. It depends on what your goal is. But if we're talking about, we're talking about championships, right? Like, you gotta love doing this shit, man.
Yeah, I think collecting checks, and like that reminds me of when I was a comic. No checks came. I had a couple paydays. Yeah. I'll say that, but no checks came. But what kept me in it was the love of writing jokes, the love of making people laugh, the love of the creativity. Yeah. Like that's what kept me in it, Yeah. And I think that, well, maybe maybe that's the cautionary tale of it. Don't love it too much. that you miss the losing. But no, I'm just saying that will push you through the absolute hard times, because I went through some hard times, like 2 years sleeping in my car.
Yeah.
But it was like knowing that I was doing something I loved when a lot of people weren't.
Right.
And so I think that's a huge thing. So just if you're in that rut, you got that humdrum, nothing excites you anymore, figure out how you can add a spice to it. That's the real thing. Which leads me into another thing I want to talk about. I said I was going to talk about it this week, is being aggressive. Mm-hmm. I love that word, because there's a period in our society where that became a no word. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, he's aggressive. Mm-hmm. Like, stop being aggressive, bro. You're being aggro. You're being aggro.
I forgot about that.
Like dudes who call other dudes aggro. Are a huge red flag for me. Yeah. It's like, I just don't like it. I think we need to, Coach, define aggressive.
Well, I don't know I do know, but
no, like if
in what way? Like the way you.
What does it mean to you?
Yeah. What does aggressive mean to you? Not society.
It doesn't bother me.
No. I mean, but you still want, like, if you've made me become more aggressive.
Oh, well, aggressive to me is being assertive or being confident, and it could come off the wrong way for the people that are not confident in themselves.
Right.
So that's to me what that means. But aggressive is a go-getter. Go do what you got to do, and self-motivated. That's what that means to me. And
that should be all it means. And sometimes you have to step on somebody's toe to reach what you want. Do you have to step on somebody's toe? Yeah.
Well, they feel like you're stepping on their toes, but you're not even looking
at them. You
have
to be perceived.
Yeah, but you're not even worried about them, because if you want to be successful in whatever you decide to do, sometimes you're gonna rub people that are on the sideline just watching you.
Yes, and it's like we aren't, and we aren't supposed to do that. It's right up there with ambition. There's a lot of A words that'll make you look like an asshole, but you're not.
That's another A word.
Yeah, because that was the one thing I didn't make a lot of friends as a comic. But it was because I was very aggressive and I was very ambitious. And where the mentality of the herd was, that's not your place. You just got here. You can't do that yet because you haven't been here long enough. Not because you haven't done the work to get there, but because you haven't put in the time, which really irked me. You know what I mean? It's like somebody's telling you, oh, wait, so I have to exist a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Like, we got great boxers who are very young. Like, imagine Mike Tyson. He's 19. He was 19 when he had was he 19 or 21?
His championship? 20.
He was 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, imagine somebody saying, no, he can't get the championship out yet. He's only been boxing. He's only 20.
Yeah.
No other factors are involved. Like, that's what being aggressive and ambition has to go off, where you say, so what? I'm ready. I want it now.
Yeah, I think, I think people are threatened by aggression and ambition, because a lot of people aren't brave enough, aren't courageous enough to be that. You know what I'm saying? To do whatever you got to do to get to where you want to by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are afraid to be that person, man. But if that's what it takes.
If you want to be successful, you have to stop being afraid to be that person. And honestly, I think that as like a, textbook black sheep, one of the things that I've had to do, like, most of my life, is ignore the fact that I was being somebody a lot of people would not like. Mm-hmm. Is like, I had to use that personality that's reserved for pedigree. You know what I mean? It's like, I could have done more things that I've done and been accepted if I had the pedigree, if I had the education or the upbringing for it, but I didn't. And that's why I did them harder, because there was no other way for me to do that stuff.
You had to be more assertive.
I had to be more assertive. Yeah. Another A word. So we got, let's look at the A words we got. We got ambition, we got aggressive, we got assertive. Like, those things, why would you not want to be those things? It's because you want friends.
I don't want friends.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you were saying, I can't be ambitious.
Your friends will come, dog.
Friends is an F word. Friends is an F word.
I don't want friends.
But it was like, but yeah, if you have the option and tell yourself, I got to be ambitious, assertive, and aggressive.
I just said that right now, and I didn't realize what I mean. I know I don't really care about friends. I have you guys. I have people who I really like in my circle, right? But all those 3 words, assertive, aggressive, those are all words that people want to be either they stay away from you because you're rubbing them the wrong way, or they'll embrace you.
Yeah.
And that's where your friends. That's why I got friends like you and like her. That
me too.
No, I can't hit you that hard. But it's just you get real people because you separate the bullshit.
And that's man.
Real recognize real, man.
Exactly. And that's like, and I was just telling somebody the other day about Coach Joe and how he's like, there maybe I count on one hand the amount of people who knew me in 2018 and who know me now. And Coach Joe is like the guy who kind of ushered me from the old me to this me. And one of the things that I had to do just to get to this side is attack myself and just change myself and chip away, you know, and always be that aggressive, assertive. And there was a point where Coach Joe was my only friend, like just literally like the only person.
Isn't it funny how when I was always asking you why did you like? But that's the first thing Maggie told you too one time. She said something about your comedy. Like, why would you? What was that you told him that?
Oh yeah, when Coach, I remember it because it really.
We brought it up not that long ago.
Yeah.
You said something like your comedy sucked. You didn't miss much.
I didn't say. No, so Coach is like,
you're
man,
being negative about yourself.
I was being negative. Yeah. Coach said, I wish I got to see you do stand up comedy.
Oh,
and I was like, you ain't missed much. And then Maggie was like, why would you talk about yourself like that? And I was like, God damn it.
But that's the reason. That's why me and her click, because we're always trying to uplift people, you know, wondering. But she's trying to figure out why. And me, I'm more like, get your head out of your fucking ass, you know? And she's just trying to find the root of the problem. And I'm trying to snap you out of the problem, you know?
Yeah,
There's a big difference.
And they both work. Like, I got to the root of it. I was, like, very proud of myself when I was able to look at my body of work from that period and say, yeah, man, this is actually, why did you not like this? And guess what the answer was? Because nobody else did. That was I was like, oh, then this is awesome. Put it out there. Man, that's what you have to be about yourself. Like, I mean, if you want to spice up your life and get excited about it, you have to find that thing that you what happened? You laughed.
No, I'm laughing because you keep saying spice up your life, and there's a song by the Spice Girls that says spice up your life. So every time you say
I just
that,
love the way you said spice. It just came off your tongue so long.
Weird ass podcast co-hosts. But no, you do it.
You know what though? Back onto aggression, I do want to say that I think it should. There's always a word before aggression for me where it's a tool, and that's calculated aggression, right? Because I think we've seen guys that are aggressive in the ring, but sometimes if you're smart enough, you can use that shit against them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's always. Maybe not the medium. I think it's the knowledge of when to bring it out a little bit more and when to tone it back a little bit, you know?
A perfect example of that is Friday night when I was coaching the sparring class. There was this one guy who just lunged in, and every time he did, he got punched in the face.
Shit like that, exactly.
Yeah, and I had, I told this story a little bit incomplete. He kept lunging in. So I would always tell his partner, if he lunged in, punch him in the face, because he wouldn't stop lunging in. I told him to stop lunging in, and he kept doing it. So I called him over. I was like, hey, he's gonna lunge in. Punch him in the face every time he does. And that's how you use that person's aggressive to you.
Sometimes you learn that way.
If you're not aggressive, now let's flip it to somebody who's lunging in at you, and you're not aggressive and taking advantage of their obvious weakness. You're just gonna move. You're gonna let them survive that. You're gonna let them get you.
Yeah. And
that's the thing. Is like, you want to win. You want to be the one to, take the victory lap, or however you put it. That's how you're going to have to punch somebody. Like, being aggressive means punching people.
But they're like,
violence
they're small aggressive too. Like, every time I spar somebody, I use aggressiveness, but without punching much. Because,
just your body language.
Yeah, just pressing them and making them, blow their load and get tired. So there's smart aggressiveness, and that's what you're talking about. Like, I use every time the guys, I don't know why they always want to beat up the coach, So I go backpedal, they walk right into everything. That's what you're talking about, aggressiveness, But that's like just falling into a trap. You gotta have that middle ground with that aggressiveness.
Know
who to be aggressive with.
No, yeah. There's some like there are some like.
I hate every time we talk about this shit. You always remind me of baseball, but it's like facing Greg Maddux. Like you can't be aggressive with him. He's gonna fucking
He throws, yeah.
Change up, knuckleball, curveball, whatever he threw, he would fuck you up. You know, it's just that who you have to be aggressive with.
I saw. Baseball is a weird sport to be aggressive.
Unless the guy just throws nothing but heaters, you can sit on that shit, right?
Yeah. I saw. You remember Chipper Jones?
Yeah.
I saw a story the other day where he was having a slump, and in his slump he was swinging at first pitches all the time.
Yeah.
And this reporter said, the broadcast booth guy asked him, it's like, why are you swinging at every first pitch? And he goes, oh, because that's the only chance I'm gonna get it. That's probably the best chance I'm gonna get a fastball.
Yeah.
So the reporter says, yeah, slow down, just sit back and wait. The very next pitch, Chipper Jones gets in the box as a left-handed. He switches. He's left-handed. Fastball. And Chipper took it. And he turns around, looks up at the broadcast booth. It just held it. Because he talked to that guy. He was like, I knew what I was doing, but I listened to you. I let you freaking hold my bat for me. I just like that story. It had very little to do with what we're talking about now.
But baseball is a perfect example of aggressiveness.
You got to know when to be aggressive. Yeah. And I think about like you can't always be aggressive because you got like a lot of opportunities. Some opportunities are like deers drinking water. And if you just, hey, it's me, that deer is just going to run away.
What if it just stares at you?
No, it's not going to stare. You got to be a car.
You don't know every deer out there.
But I know most of them. They're better than dogs. But but you got to, when it's coming to be aggressive, you have to know exactly when to do the right thing. And don't be late. Don't hesitate. Don't, just say I'm going to do it now and I'm going to get it done because this is this is my time.
Yeah.
I think that's once you say this is my time, you're ready to get in and get at it. You really are. Let's see, who do we got fighting this weekend?
This weekend we got Jared Anderson fighting a guy whose name I cannot pronounce in Toledo, Ohio on July 1st, ESPN Plus.
I'm so is the fight's on ESPN Plus?
Mm-hmm.
God dang it.
Maybe you can stream it.
I'll just wait for it to get up. I'm so done. I'm so done for paying for fights right now.
No, it might be on regular ESPN too.
I thought I saw it.
Yeah. Maybe if it's Jared Anderson, it should be on regular ESPN.
I like watching
the main card.
I'm excited that it's a heavyweight.
Yeah.
I'm excited that it's a heavyweight fight.
We'll see what he has. He's fighting at home, I believe, and like I said, this will either make it or make or break an athlete, right? Being at home, it could be good or it could be bad, and more than likely.
If I remember right, he's 14-0.
Yeah, you know what? I saw an interview with him in one of the, I can't remember if it was Fight Hype or Fight whatever, the Fight Media guys, and he I could tell the interviewer was struggling a little bit asking him questions because he was very much like, I want to be done with this shit in like 3 years. Like
he's got a plan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's like, I just want to make money and bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Who said that, Jared?
Yeah.
So, who do you think is going to win?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm going with Jared Anderson.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that you might change your mind.
Okay.
The guy he's fighting is 19-0 with 18 knockouts, and he's a southpaw.
I'm gonna stick with Jared Anderson. I like Jared Anderson.
I'll go with Zahn by knockout.
You going with Zahn by knockout?
Yeah.
I like Jared Anderson.
Dang.
This is gonna make even the record of Maggie, or go with Jared. Maggie, go with Jared. It's a good choice.
Did you guys? Somebody wants
go with your heart.
It's because I'm not even gonna look at box that's cheating.
How do you pronounce Zahn's last? Because Zahn is his first name.
I can't pronounce
Where's
any
he
of those
from?
names. He's from Tijuana.
You lying.
He's from Kazakh.
That's what I
That's
thought.
close to Tijuana.
Yeah,
it's not that far.
close enough,
Yeah.
right?
That looks like you could have told me he's from Kazakhstan, and I'd be like, oh, okay.
That's fucked up for them, dog, because they don't like that shit.
I don't get involved.
Yeah. Well, he's a Kazakh, so he's kind of close.
Oh,
you already made your choice.
No. I'm not changing my vote.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Oh, I've heard Cossack used as like as a freaking slur. So yeah.
Oh.
That's yeah. So oops on the Kazakhstan thing. My bad. It was used by another. Like it was like you're watching two people who don't like each other fight, knowing you guys shut up.
He KO'd this fool.
Oh man.
He's a man, dog.
Yo, that.
I'm betting on Big Baby to step up.
Bet you $1.
$1.
I don't want you to be like Jay. Jay owes me he owed me $1 from the what's fighter Taylor Lopez, and he hasn't paid me. Was how long ago was that fight? 3 weeks ago.
Shit, yeah, about 3
I charged
weeks
him
ago.
75 cents $1 interest rate. So he's like at $21 he owes me right now.
Vig, that's a tough Vig, Jay. Hot boxing minute. Come on, dude.
He paid in a hot boxing minute, motherfucker. He don't pay in a minute.
I'm having a hard time, man, because so far, you know what? I kind of compare Jared Anderson to kind of like Berlanga, not in skills wise, but kind of like his career,
Sure?
right? No, his career. He's been knocking everybody out quick, but his opponents haven't been like shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's very obvious when you see them in there, like, oh, you already know who's gonna win. Not because of skill, just by the body language of the opponent, just backtracking, kind of like they're defeated before.
He intimidated.
Yeah. Kind of like they're defeated before they even go in there. You know what I mean?
Because this dude's Cossack, I'm like,
I
want to change my vote because he's not gonna back down.
Yeah.
That's like that's an Eastern European.
Yeah, they're like not allowed to do that.
No, they grow up and they wrap their tortillas in pain.
They don't eat tortillas.
I'm just saying, if they were, they'd be like, that's how they would eat their pain because they just deal with it.
Oh man, that's you know what? And I've been saying, I'm like, I think the moment this
Like,
kid gets challenged, I think it's not gonna be good.
I'm hoping
it's in Jared's favor. I mean, he's a young guy. He's the one being moves on the A side,
and he's at home.
Yeah, you guys go with him, man. It's gonna be a good decision for you guys, man. Go for.
Do you think Coach even show up if
I'll show up? I can go with the easy picks, you know. I always go with.
Yeah, but no. After Quigley lost, Coach
don't give a fuck no more. Huh?
Yeah, Coach like, I quit. I'm done.
I'm retiring. No more picks for me.
And that's you can't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
I'm not.
Have you still not made a decision yet?
No, I haven't.
Go with it. Just make your mind. That way we can
I'm
be
just
like, I
gonna go
told
against
you.
you, Doc. I'm
I
going
know, that's
with
what I'm
Jared.
saying. If she beats me,
won't?
I'm retiring picking.
You can't.
No. Okay.
No. You as long as you're here, because I'm even making a pick. This might be my first pick.
No, you fucking wanted Lomachenko.
You're not gonna go with the lefty.
Oh yeah, I want to huh?
I'm
not going with the lefty because I want Jared. I want Jared to win. There's a few factors in this one. One, I've seen him fight. I love watching him fight. 2, he's fighting at home. 3, he's black, so I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go with that.
That's why we don't watch Mexican movies. I know.
Give me I'm gonna freaking almost what's
Edward
James Almost. I love it. Stand by. Wait, no, he didn't do Stand By Me. He had Stand and Deliver.
That's like.
Have you seen Selena?
I have a Selena T-shirt though.
Oh my God, this fool! You gonna wear?
Let's wrap this up, man.
Hey,
Let's fuck
man.
this shit.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up, but not before I talk about the other thing I did. So I watched the fight like I was supposed to, and I've run every day.
There you go.
3 miles a day.
Join the club.
I ran with that group 4 miles that night.
How was your experience with the crew? I told you, fucker. You run on your own. You're a lone wolf.
Yeah, no, it's
Was it a bunch of white people? I'm curious.
Yeah. Actually, there was one dude who was Hispanic, and he was cool. He came up to talk to me.
See, watch the Hot Cheeto movie.
Yeah. It's not
It's
about
a sign.
race.
It's a fucking
I
sign.
think
Would it help that I'm not even gonna see the movie Air?
It's on Hulu, fool.
I think Air is on Hulu too, maybe.
Oh, Air's actually pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm not.
You should watch Air, dog.
I'm not watching that movie
Why
either.
not?
Because I don't care. I love, and all I wear are Nikes. Like Nike Air. When I saw the trailer for that.
Okay, I'll tell you this. There is a fucking phenomenal speech. I was even gonna go back and record it, bro.
Yeah.
In the movie Air.
Yeah, it's towards the end, but it's
and Matt Damon, like that's my guy.
Just watch Air. Watch Air and then watch Hot Cheetos like back to back.
All right. Maybe I'll think about it. That'll be a thing to think about doing. That's crazy. Okay, but going back to the group thing. So running, I really don't see that as a team sport. You know, like everybody left. It was my first night out. Everybody left, and there was this one lady. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let her get too far ahead of me. But then she stopped, and I ended up passing her. So I was like, yeah, I'm still going. Stuff like that. And then afterwards, hey, we're gonna go get kombucha. And I was like, at first I was like,
Go ahead, keep going. I'm sorry.
And at first I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go home. But then I was like, no, Adam, you're trying to meet people.
Yeah, you gotta be social.
Go with them to the place. And so I went and everybody just stood around and chatted. And there were a couple dogs there. It was just not my scene. And then it struck me. It's like, I don't hang out with anybody.
You don't even hang out at the gym with the people that you beat up every day. How would you hang around with you?
I do hang out with people at the gym.
No, but briefly, like you're just like, hey, all right, and you get the fuck out of there. Like unless you're in charge of the class.
But when we do stuff outside,
that sounds like Joe Vargas.
Yeah, like sometimes class, right? You like, all right, guys, last one.
Black
the
Joe
bell
Vargas,
start.
dog. You don't want to watch a Mexican film.
That's the biggest compliment of my life right here. The Black Joe Vargas is. But the other times you're on the treadmill before the class even ends.
That's the last fucking round. I do it all the time because I have to run an hour and 10 minutes to get my goal.
Okay.
So if I wait till the class is over, I'm only gonna run an hour, and I'm real anal about that shit.
Okay.
Anal.
I can be an asshole.
So it's like I get it, but
That's only the 4:30 class. Dick, they calling me out on that shit.
Either way, I'm calling you out.
Okay.
All right. So I'm trying to be more social, but that just wasn't my scene. I was just like, I don't know, like it just standing around drinking.
I've never run on real shit. I think me running, that's my me time. That's me.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I don't know what I expected. Like it's different playing pickup basketball. Kombucha.
Whatever. Boba, whatever the fuck. All that same shit.
The fact that you even know what that is, though.
I know because my daughter, dog.
I figured.
So it's like playing pickup basketball. That's a social event. So cool, I think I might start working that in maybe on Sundays or stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But today, like the group meets again, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna run before or just pass them. But because it was just it wasn't. I don't know. I was a great way for me to start. But
how many minorities run?
There was
two.
I think it was me.
And the Hispanic.
And the Hispanic, yeah.
Two.
Yeah. So
right on.
and Ocean Beach is just a weird place. It's like boomers and millennials. And
I don't even know what
he just said.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a demographic that I like our gym. I like the people who like when I meet somebody, my brain is like, has this person been punched in the head in the past month?
Like bitch.
Or are they gonna be? Are they like? Because going back to the topic, let's finish on this. I don't like people who look at aggression as a bad thing.
Yeah, I agree.
And a lot.
It's a part of us, man. It is a part of us.
And that's.
And we shouldn't.
A huge part of the population.
Yeah.
That people you can't get upset anymore. You can't defend yourself. You can't speak up for yourself.
Check this out. Whenever there's a fucking apocalypse or whatever the fuck, you already know who's gonna go first.
All you people who are like, what's going on? No, calm down. You're the ones the zombies are going to bite first.
Yep.
So you've been warned. All right. We are going to wrap this episode up right now. Quietly, calmly. You two are going to stay seated until we wave goodbye.
What, are we in fucking school?
Yeah. Because you guys
get detention if we get up before...
I swear, don't.
I lived in that shit. Detention?
Oh, yeah.
Then I had Saturday school every fucking weekend.
I didn't have Saturday school. I had detention all the time.
I lived on detention.
See how nice this is?
I always said I had 7 periods of school because I had detention, dog.
I think we had 7. Either way, that's not what this. That's not what this.
Yeah.
We had 7.
We had 6.
And then the 8th one was detention. All right. So, but we do need you guys to be our fans. Fans are active people who like, subscribe, follow, share. Between the Bellz Z on Instagram.
Entre las campanas.
And what?
It's Between the Bellz in Spanish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, say it again.
Entre las campanas.
Entre las campanas.
That's pretty good, dog.
I almost had it.
Yeah.
I had the entre las part.
If you were to watch Hot Cheetos, you would know how to say it, but you didn't
That's
watch
right,
it.
There's no way they say that in Hot Cheetos.
You won't know until you fucking watch it.
You gotta watch it, dog.
You guys know I'm not racist, right? Like this you guys can leave now because I gotta talk to them.
Now they do.
I gotta explain to everybody. I love everybody equally. But anyway, so please do that. We had a lot of fun talking to you. I hope you guys had a lot of fun listening to us talk. We're gonna say goodbye.
Peace.
Peace.